I'm Dr. Sarah Ballantyne, better known as the Paleo Mom, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make a Greek seasoned spatchcock chicken. And this is actually a really simple, straightforward dish to make. It's really just cut the chicken open, put it in a pan, throw in some seasonings, and throw it in the oven. But because the butterflying the chicken can seem a little bit intimidating, I wanted to walk you through it. It's actually really straightforward. All you need is a pair of poultry shears. So I've got my oven preheating to 425 degrees. So now it's time to prepare my chicken. I've already mixed my herbs. This is fresh rosemary, thyme, oregano, lemon zest, lemon juice, salt, and avocado oil. And it's sort of a slurry style seasoning rather than a shake or a rubbed style seasoning. And this is a whole 4.5 pound local pasture raised chicken. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chicken and flip it over. So this is breast side up, how you would normally roast it. I'm gonna flip it upside down. This is the backbone. And this is what I'm gonna cut out to be able to open up my chicken. So I've got my poultry shears. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut on either side of that backbone. And cut all the way down. If I had sharper shears, this would be an easier job, but these have not been sharpened since I got married. So see, that's one cut, and you can see I basically cut through the ribs, and there's the vertebrae. So then I'm gonna cut down the other side. So you could do this with a knife, but it's actually a lot more work to get through the bone compared to poultry shears. It's a really a useful tool for this type of thing. And so now I've cut out the backbone. The chicken, which has a clump of ice in the middle because I just defrosted it, can now just be flipped over again and open. And to open it, you're basically just going to lift up on one side and push down on the other so that you're making the bottom flat. This is also a common method to cut open chicken for barbecuing it. Now I'm gonna put this into a cast iron frying pan. So my cast iron frying pan, it's a 12-inch pan. It's nicely seasoned, as you can see from how dark it is. I'm going to just put in about a tablespoon of avocado oil and rub it along the bottom of the pan. And this is just making sure that my chicken won't stick. And then I'm gonna put my chicken on the top like this. Now before I season it, I wanna pat it dry. So I'm just gonna take a piece of paper towel and just make sure that it's dry. This helps it get a little bit crisper when it's cooking. It also helps the seasoning stick to it. So even though it seems like a pretty minor step, it's a good one not to skip. So with my seasoning, I'm just gonna lob it over the top, and then I'm going to give it a nice massage and really get into all those nooks and crannies, under the wings, under the legs, and really make sure I've got a nice coating, because this is where all the flavor is. Now it's a bit of a juicy seasoning mix because of the lemon juice. That's gonna kind of drip down into the pan, which is awesome because it's going to evaporate while it's cooking and be really aromatic for the entire chicken, and also help the bottom of the chicken taste delicious. I'm not worrying about being too perfect in my spreading of the seasoning because I never worry about being perfect in the kitchen. This is home cooking, not restaurant cooking. And that's it. So see, that only took maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do, plus the 5 minutes I spent chopping herbs before that. So the prep time for this meal is really easy. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my frying pan full of chicken, put it in the oven for 45 minutes. And when it comes out, it's gonna be amazing. Now, if you're wondering what I'm gonna do with those backbones that I cut out, I happen to have a pot of broth on my stove, and I'm just gonna add it to it. That way nothing goes to waste. So I just pulled the chicken out of the oven. It cooked for 45 minutes, and I just wanna show it to you. So look how beautifully browned that is. It smells amazing. I know there's no such thing as smell-o-vision, but there should be. And I'm just gonna let this rest in the pan for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna serve it for dinner. I'm excited, and I hope that you are too when you try it.